Hi guys, welcome back to Mazatlan. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon with a nice breeze blowing. Still very hot and humid, like 32 Celsius, feels like 36, 37. But summer's coming to an end. Hopefully the end of October, things will get better. I want to thank everybody for all the new subscriptions and hitting the like button. It really helps. I hit 400 subscribers today. If I can get this channel to 1,000 subscribers, then I can monetize it, and I'll make a whopping maybe 200 bucks a year. Oh well, that's like 20 bucks a month in your pocket. Buy you a flat of beer. That'd be all right. But today it's happy hour. I've got my thermal cup with me. Not drinking beer today. I got a little bit of Hornitos tequila. A 1 liter bottle here costs you $15. That's not bad. That's a pretty cheap drink. So today I'm going to tell you about one of my most anxious days on the road traveling by myself on my motorcycle. And I was anxious because it was the day I was to cross into Mexico. And I really didn't know what to expect. I had asked online guys that had done it before, and one really nice gentleman, a fellow by the name of John Downs, had given me some advice. He's an ex-Marine, and he's ridden from his home in Nebraska down to Panama City, Panama, and back a couple times. And what John said to me, he says, when you cross the border, it's not like anybody's there waiting to kill you, but don't give them any chance. He said, get a full tank of gas the night before, cross the border early. Once you're through, ride south. Get out of that border zone. Burn off a tank of gas, fill it up again, burn off another one before you stop. And I said, okay, that's good advice. He said, the route doesn't matter, they're all the same, just go south. So that was kind of my plan. And I made my way across southern Texas in just a hellish wind. And I was so glad to see McAllen, Texas when I get in there. I took the first hotel room I could find. I was exhausted, and I just hit the bed. It had been a Quality Inn at one time that was way past its prime. And they told me at the hotel, I never knew this, Quality Inn runs a hotel for maybe 20 years. I guess all the chains do this. And then when they decide it's just not worth fixing it up, they sell it to some private owner. So I stayed there one night, crashed, got some rest, because the whole ride had just been like somebody just shaking your shoulders. It was just awful. And the next day I get up, first thing I did was check the weather, and they were calling for more and more wind. So I decided to stay another day in McAllen. And I used the time to get some things I needed. I needed some chain lube. I had to buy Mexican insurance. You buy it on the American side through an American company. And the hotel was kind enough to print out the policy for me, and that covers you while you're in Mexico. And I bought a 14-day policy, allowing myself 2 weeks to make it through Mexico, because I was on my way to Argentina. Anyway, I found a better hotel, and across the parking lot there was a chain steakhouse called Logan's Roadhouse. And I went over there for supper that night, and I sat at the bar. Bartender was a great guy, the manager was a great guy, and there were 2 customers in there, and they were both friendly. And I ordered a steak. It was a nice New York strip. Oh God, it was good. And I got talking to the guys, and the guy sitting to my left, turns out he was a pilot, and he used to fly Navajos, little twins, running mail around for the banks, receipts, canceled checks, all that sort of thing. And they got talking to me, asking me what I was doing, where I was from. I said I'm from Canada, and I was on my way to Argentina on my motorcycle. And I got some strange looks, I don't mind telling you. They see all this horrible news about Mexico on the Texas TV channels. And the pilot told me, we used to fly down into Mexico all the time to several cities. We don't do it anymore. And the other guy said, yeah, geez, we used to go over to Reynosa and buy some cheap beers and tequila, but it's been 5 years since I've been over there. You sure you want to do this? Well, I don't know how I talked myself into it, but yeah, I was sure. So, even though my meal was good, I kind of felt like I was at the Last Supper. And I went to bed that night. It was kind of a restless night. Didn't sleep much. But I was glad when I got up in the morning and the wind had stopped. So I had my full tank of gas, and I rode down to the border. And I expected to see a lineup of cars like you do at any border. Nothing. I was the only vehicle. I rode right up to the customs guys. There was a guy and a girl, actually. And they did what happens at every border, a little precursory check of my saddlebags and kind of looked at my stuff and my passport, my driver's license, and I wanted to see that insurance policy. You're not allowed to ride in Mexico without insurance. And that all went smooth, although they had very little English and I had zero Spanish. And they sent me in to see immigration. So I go in there, and you kind of come to this glassed off booth like you'd see in a bank or whatever. And I hand them my passport, and they want my driver's license and my insurance and all that stuff. And then I wait. And there's nobody else in the place, just me. And I'm thinking, wow, maybe nobody does go to Mexico anymore. And I wait, and I wait, and I wait, and I wait. And they ask me a couple questions, but they ask me in Spanish, and I don't know what they want. And so I wait, and they type. It's kind of like when you're checking in for an airline ticket. They're typing, looking at your paperwork, trading it back and forth, and talking about it, and pointing at this, and pointing at that. And I'm like, what is going on? Have I done something wrong? So after, it had to be 45 minutes, another car comes along. And it's a family of 4. Mom and dad, 2 little kids. And they come in and they stand in line behind me. And this goes on. They keep looking at my passport, talking to each other, passing it back and forth, passing my driver's license back and forth to each other, typing. And the guy waiting in line behind me says, what's going on? What are they doing? I said, I have no idea. I said, they've asked me a couple of questions in Spanish, but I don't speak any Spanish. I can't help them out. And I've been here 45 minutes while they've been doing this. He said, let me see if I can help. So he speaks to them in Spanish. And he says, I can translate. What they want to know. Like, when you're crossing into Mexico solo on your motorcycle, you got a lot of worries. You're concerned about banditos and police roadblocks and, oh God, not being able to speak the language and the traffic. And the one thing I never expected, what was causing all the disruption was they wanted to know if Shediac was the city or the state, or if New Brunswick was the city or the state. My bloody bilingual driver's license. Oh my God. Anyway, with his help, and I thanked him gracious. Oh my God, thanks so much for your help. I went, paid, you have to pay a $400 deposit on your motorcycle to ensure that you'll leave the country with it. I did that. That took about 5 minutes. And I was on the road in Reynosa. What a day. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.